Chelsea at home to Ipswich, right? It was Enciso who's scored now at Stamford Bridge 2 years in a row, I think it is, for two different teams. Ben Johnson after another Enciso assist. But you did come back into it, Matisse. I mean, you, on your watch-along, were in despair, 2-0 down at home to Ipswich. That is a disgrace. And me and Flex were talking, and I actually did a poll last night on my own Twitter, and it said, who's the biggest sausage of the week? We'll get into that shortly. But
we're doing that now.
Flex actually said, like, you know, what's worse, an expected loss away to Newcastle or a 2-2 draw at home to Ipswich? What do you think?
2-2 draw to Ipswich, it's not even close.
Fair enough.
Before the game, I mean, I've been pretty critical of our performances recently anyway, because I don't think we've been playing well enough to show a clear sign of progression to actually make Champions League in the way that I'd want us to, which is semi-comfortably when the tough fixtures come. Before the game, I was having fun with my viewers, chatting about broadband on the bench and Sky broadband, you know what I mean? And the laps on the bench and Clark, you don't even sound like a Premier League player. Back to the Championship you go. Wages are getting docked. Wages are getting reduced.
Wow.
I'm like, yo, hold that.
Savage.
You know what I mean? Because they beat us. Remember, they beat us early in the season. I was like, yo.
Hold that on wages.
I was like, yo, you lot are going to have to shop at Tesco Express. You know what I mean? No more Waitrose for you.
You was doing all of this before the game.
I was going in, bro, because I was like, you know
That'll
what?
be you next
There's
season
no
as
way
well.
we're not beating this lot at home. So I'm just going to go for it. Do you know what I mean? They lost to Wolves last weekend. They're 12 points off.
Why was the lap even on the bench?
Exactly. But guess what? It didn't matter.
71 minutes.
How do you concede 2 goals? By the way, first 15, 20 minutes, we could have been... Well, first 10 minutes, we could have been 2-0 up. We hit the post, chance after chance, Enzo's over the bar, Madueke, chance. I'm like, yo, this is a free-for-all. Ipswich are they're not compact, there's no low block, they're just playing futsal. You know what I mean? They're just playing out, enjoying life. I'm like, yo, look at all this space. They're not even doubling up on our wingers. It's beautiful. The grass is green as it's ever been. Bang!
Voila.
1-0 down. Oh, wow. First transition, goal. I said, all right, cool. Cucurella, Colwell, Tosin, everyone's playing games. Ha, ha, ha. Very funny. You got me. Bang!
No, there was a middle bit, because I did tune in. He was like, why is it since their first goal, they look like the most likely to get the second?
Yeah.
So
But this is where apparently the crowd started booing because Sanchez is playing out. He loves to give possession away and turn it over to the other team. Mm-hmm. He's a bit colourblind, that brother. So he doesn't really know what's going on. Then, so now they're starting to gain. They're understanding. Hey, you lot aren't even anything to be afraid of. Let's play. Let's really go. You know, band for band. Let's punch for punch. Shot wide. I'm like, oh, this is getting a bit interesting, isn't it? 2-0. I said, yeah, we're really in the mud because we're not free flowing in front of goal in terms of the conversion. We create a lot of chances. Yeah. Palmer's creating just as many chances as he did last season. Me and the boys in the group chat going through the statistics, even though he's been moved into the left channel over the right, people are getting a bit annoyed with that. He's still creating, but our shooting is diabolical. Like, Jackson had like 1 shot on target or out of like 5 or something. Palmer's missing. He never connects with the ball the same way. It's like a different person. Neto has always had an issue in front of goal. Madueke, same. We're crossing when we've got no aerial height in the box. Enzo's put a couple of chances on the plate in this game. No assists. I'm thinking, yo.
You could cut and paste that and apply that to it.
I'm like, yo, this is getting real scary. Because we've gone from what should have been a comfortable 2-0 lead to now being 2-0 down. Half time's come, 2-0 down. We're all thinking, yo, we're not going to make Champions League because it's a must win. It's only getting harder from here. Fulham away next week. You've got Everton at home. We saw what they did to Forest. Yeah. We saw what they've been doing, even Liverpool, tough games. Then, I prefer not to speak. I've been speaking on this. So we don't need to talk. Yeah, we don't. Guard of Honor, all this bollocks is going to be disgusting. Yeah. So, hold that. Second half now. First goal, Cucurella, 46 minutes. Bang.
Own goal, actually.
The best, well, yeah. But he's got the best box movement in the whole team. Cucurella,
don't see his name
with the throw, curly-whirly, he's the one that can actually do something. I'm like, wow, this is embarrassing. And we're relying on a left-back to score goals. But it's fine. Get the job done any way you can. From 46 to 80, no goals. Nothing. Me and the chat are sitting there, twiddling our thumbs. We know it's over because this 45 minutes, the season's alive or it's dead. The whole talk over the season, we got no sponsorship, by the way, because we've been saving up for Champions League offers, because when the Champions League football comes, we're going to get bigger offers for bigger sponsorship. So, you know, we're not getting that now. Yeah? So it's front of shirt sponsor for no reason. It's just blank. Just not making no money, no marketing. Yeah, it's like having an ad on the side of the website, just empty. Do you know what I mean? For no reason, no pop-ups.
funny.
Then I've got I've got everybody just not handling business. The bench is, I don't even want to get involved, in Cuckoo. I'm not expecting nothing. Sancho, I'm like, oh, here we go again. But
Shot this time,
here we go. Sanchellini, left wing, top corner. I'm like, wow. You're still going back to Man United, though. You know that Lampard meme?
You don't need to pay them.
You know that? No.
This is what you can get.
You know that
See?
Lampard meme?
Whip.
You know, the ball's in, top corner. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still going back because now you're making a mockery because now you've taken. So you mean to tell me this is your first goal at home at Stamford Bridge in April against Ipswich? Oh, you're leaving because you're capable. Yeah, you're leaving. Do you know what I mean? So I was fuming with the draw.
Though.
Yeah, it's a great goal, but I'm fuming with the draw. It's basically no points. It's basically a loss. Yeah. You can't draw at home to Ipswich. Ipswich were already relegated. Ipswich had their best attacker on the bench, the attacker that we want, reportedly. It's embarrassing. I can't really get... It's tough because Palmer, I have to mention the goalkeeper, not our Palmer. He had a great game. He made like 3 or 4 world-class saves. Chalobah, I think Enzo, others as well, where you're thinking on a normal day, those go in. So I can only get so angry at the attack because they did leave everything out there in terms of the shots. They did have spells where they didn't do anything, but they knocked on the door a lot. More so than in other games where I'm like, yo, why are you not doing madness? But the defense, you can't.
It's the type of game where don't matter how many times you knocked on the door or whatever. If you don't come back and win, there can be no legislating.
You can't be 2-0 down.
Ipswich at Yard.
If you're not 2-0 down at home in the first place, that doesn't happen. Yeah. You don't need 3 or 4 goals. You just need a couple. Everybody's asking about the manager. You got Gusto in centre mid. You got Enzo at right mid. You got Palmer in a position that people aren't really enjoying. They want him on the right again. I personally don't think it makes a massive difference. I've seen him score from the left. I've seen him cross and assist from the left. I've seen him score from the right.
Is that how he played yesterday on the left?
He drifts in the left half space. I don't see him as a system player. I see him as someone that can play a multitude of positions at a high level. So I don't think that's necessarily the issue. It's maybe confidence and other factors. So he does a lot of things that annoy a lot of fans in terms of, selection or tactics. But me, at the start of the season, I said, I'm not really interested in this guy in terms of if he does a bad job, I'm not really on his case. I'm on the director's case because they hired him. They fast-tracked him. They said, oh, no, you don't need to stand in the queue like everybody else at the airport. You can just go straight through security and go straight to the Chelsea job from Leicester in the Championship. So that's a massive call. If you get it right, loads of praise. You get it wrong, loads of criticism. On top of spending this amount of money and the squad still having holes, you're in even more trouble. And then I'm talking about, I'm not trusting you to hire the next manager. I'm not trusting you with the next money, wherever it comes from, if it even exists. Luis Campos seems to be leaving PSG. He's on a phone contract, 6 months. He's not secured.
Pay as you go.
Bring that man to my club. That is a football man that knows how to lay down foundations, knows how to build young teams, knows how to recruit, knows how to line things up so you don't have counter-attacking wingers like Neto with possession-based managers like Maresca. Get that man to my club. Win Stanley and Lawrence Stewart, P45s, out you go. Luis Campos today. I want this done today. If you could do a transfer, I wouldn't be talking about Ossimans. I wouldn't be talking... Get that man in, let him oversee the rest of the season. He'll judge the manager, not the fans. Because I'm not really asked. Like, what are we getting next? Kieran McKenna. We're not getting Inzaghi. We're not getting Simeone. So they won't come here because we've got kids everywhere. And we're going to buy more kids because that's what we do. So at least get the best young squad builder in the world, and then see what we're cooking with. But yeah, we're in deep shit, man. We're not making Champions League. We got Conference League.
So you're not getting top 5?
Let's see the table.
In my opinion, no, because you just drew with Ipswich. Well, you're going to drop so many more points. It's not going to happen.
Who you got to play?
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
The others, but
it's not going to happen.
Who's your next few games, Matt?
You read them out, didn't you?
We've got Fulham away, Everton at home, which we could easily drop points because it's Everton low block. Then you got, I don't know what the order is, but you got Man United at home, you got Liverpool at home, you've got Newcastle away, you got Nottingham Forest away.
After Everton, it's Liverpool at home.
Lovely.
It's the caliber of people you got to play, and you're just going to need to do something you ain't really done all season. Get them big wins against the big boys.